After we use the aggregation wizard, or even if we choose not to use the wizard, we can use the Aggregation Designer to work with aggregations in the advanced view, and we can make any changes necessary here. So let's say that we've been made aware of some query performance problems. We can use Profiler to analyze whether aggregations are being used and also to see what data is being requested. If analysis services can use an aggregation, we see the event in Profiler, and we can even see which aggregation was used by number, which corresponds to the number that we see in the Aggregation Designer. Now we can measure the duration of the associated query subcube event, and if it's less than 500 milliseconds, the aggregation probably doesn't require any changes. But if we were to find a query subcube event without an aggregation, and especially if it has a high duration, we can use the information in the query subcube verbose event to determine which attributes should be in the aggregation design. Any attribute without a 0 next to it is a candidate. So for example, we see here subcategory and category, as well as calendar year and quarter, do not have a 0 next to them. Those are values that Analysis Services retrieved from the storage engine. Because there was no aggregation satisfying this query, we should consider creating an aggregation for subcategory and quarter. The toolbar in the advanced view of the Aggregation Designer allows us to create a new aggregation design, either by starting with an empty aggregation design or by creating a copy of an existing design. Either way, we can use the Aggregation Design toolbar to add a new aggregation to the design. We only need to add the lowest level attribute of a hierarchy necessary to support the query. So here we just add subcategory and not both subcategory and category.